Your stories, our community. This is Local 5 News with Robin O'Genye and meteorologist Chad Raithlisberger.
We are a community that's going to get through anything together, and that's really special.
Now on Local 5, a summer camp in Oconto cancels remaining sessions for the season after damage from mid-July storms, and now they need your help. Good evening, and thank you for joining us for Local 5 News at 10. I'm Robin O'Genye. You can still see the damage from the mid-July storms across much of northeastern Wisconsin. Oconto County was hardest hit, and damage is estimated at nearly $1.7 million. Some places like Camp Unalaya were hit hard and forced to cancel the rest of its summer sessions because of that storm damage. Local 5's Rhonda Fox has more.
Instead of children playing and singing songs at Camp Unalaya, it's the silence of a long cleanup that fills the empty campgrounds.
There were a lot of tears, honestly. I think the first thing that I thought about was all of the things that we're not going to be able to do, and all of the kids that weren't going to get to experience camp this summer.
Camp Unalaya is in the slow process of chopping down fallen trees and repairing damaged buildings from the storms that tore through the camp mid-July.
There's a lot of work that goes into preparing for a summer and training the staff, and to watch that chance of having a full summer camp experience be taken from both the staff and the campers was really difficult.
Buildings that were already in the process of being repaired were destroyed again.
We're looking at double cost because we have to repair the existing building and then still continue with renovating them later, which was already planned. So it's definitely adding up.
The storms struck Camp Unalaya in mid-July. Ironically, when the camp first opened in mid-July of 1937, it was stormy then. And just like the weather didn't dampen the spirit of the first campers 82 years ago, this camp still has the same resilience despite the destruction.
We are a community that's going to get through anything together, and that's really special. We are so lucky. We have a lot of support, and our staff is amazing, and everyone's very excited to do what we need to do to get back on track.
Reporting in Suring, Rhonda Fox, Local 5 News.
Camp Unalaya hopes to resume operations on September 6th for the father-daughter camp. If you would like to donate, visit our website to learn more. Earlier today, scattered severe storms worked their way through northeast Wisconsin. Local 5 viewers sent in photos and videos of the storm damage. And as you can see, these storms, though not as severe as July storms, still left their mark. They were strong enough to cause trees to fall in places like Peshtigo. To share photos or videos, just search our social media platforms at WFRV Local 5. And don't forget, you can always find the latest weather information on our weather app. Just search Storm Team 5 in the App Store. In national news tonight, at least 20 people are dead and 26 injured after a gunman opened fire at a shopping center in El Paso, Texas. Police have a 21-year-old man in custody. CBS's Kenneth Craig is following the story from New York.
A gunman opened fire at a Walmart in El Paso, Texas, just before 11 a.m. on Saturday. These surveillance photos appear to show the alleged shooter entering the building.
The Walmart was at capacity when the shootings occurred.
Sources tell CBS News 21-year-old Patrick Crucis is in custody.
The person that was taken into custody without incident, and no law enforcement personnel fired their weapons.
Police are investigating a manifesto apparently written by the suspect. He denounces the increasing Hispanic population in Texas as one reason for his actions. Congresswoman Veronica Escobar represents El Paso.
This is someone who came from outside of our community to do us harm. A community that has shown nothing but generosity and kindness to the least among us.
The Walmart is part of a large shopping complex that was on lockdown during the attack. Video from behind a closed gate shows police quickly moving through the Cielo Vista Mall.
People just started bolting straight into the store in order to get to cover.
Employees and shoppers say it took some time before they realized what was going on.
And I wasn't really paying attention, but I heard do, 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 and then it went do, 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 do.
Just hours after the attack, hundreds waited in long lines to answer an urgent call for blood donations in the latest community ripped apart by yet another mass shooting. Kenneth Craig, CBS News.
Democratic presidential hopeful and El Paso native Beto O'Rourke is canceling campaign events to return to El Paso in the wake of the violence. President Trump has pledged the full support of the federal government to Texas. New tonight at 10, a 68-year-old Elkhart Lake man is dead and a 70-year-old Elkhart woman is injured following a motorcycle versus deer crash. The incident happened around 3:22 this afternoon on County Highway C in the town of Madison in Wapaka County. Witnesses reported a deer ran into the roadway, causing the motorcycle to lose control, overturn, and the two occupants were ejected from the motorcycle. According to officials, the man was operating the motorcycle and was later pronounced dead, while the female was transported to a Neenah hospital with injuries. In other local news, a 23-year-old Freedom man was sent to the hospital following a hit-and-run crash this morning. Around 5:45 a.m., Outagamie County deputies responded to the crash on Grenier Road near Maloney Road in the town of Freedom. The 23-year-old was found with significant injuries as a result of being hit by a vehicle. Officials believe he was struck by that vehicle several hours before being found. The investigation is ongoing at this time. In Green Bay news, on this weekend's edition of Newsmaker Sunday, Green Bay Mayor Eric Ginrich joins Tom Zaleski to reflect on his first 100 days leading the city. Ginrich took office in April, replacing longtime Mayor Jim Schmidt. The former Madison lawmaker discussed a variety of issues surrounding Green Bay, including repairing the city's roads.
It's really something that is going to take a few years to dig out of, but we're in the process of putting together our capital improvement plan, a 5-year capital improvement plan, which will really, lay out a strategy not just for city government, but for folks in the community, so that they all, have a better understanding of how we're going to address these challenges in the future. Capital needs all.
You can watch the full interview with Mayor Eric Ginrich on this week's Newsmaker Sunday tomorrow morning at 7:30 here on Local 5. In Wisconsin news, from falling prices to rising tariffs, farmers are seeing more and more challenges. That's leading some to struggle not just financially, but also with their mental health. CBS 58's Shirley Descorbeth spoke with farmers at the state fair who said this crisis is affecting much more than their livelihood.
People from all over Wisconsin go to the state fair for the cheese curds, cream puffs, even milk. But now more than ever before, farmers behind those dairy products are facing challenging times. 80-year-old Richard Guy of Sparta.
You can't pay the bills. That's all there is to it. You just, with the dairy price like it is, it's, we're getting less for milk than we did 40 years ago.
In a few years, he's hoping to pass on the family farm to his grandson, but they question whether that'll happen.
I hope that I'll be able to take it over, but with the way things are going now, and you see all your neighboring farmers getting out of business, every day you wake up and wonder, when will we be next?
With stress and bills piling up, the crisis is causing mental health issues within the farming community. More and more are becoming depressed, according to experts.
They come depressed. They get up every morning and at 5 o'clock or 4:30, go to the barn and milk them cows and everything, and then the milk check comes and it just don't amount to nothing.
State lawmakers have discussed mental health funding for farmers. However, Republicans and Democrats couldn't come to an agreement.
Unfortunately, the Joint Finance Committee didn't release that money for us to use it, and it seems like something that would make common sense.
Meantime, farmers say something needs to be done now.
I'm beginning to wonder if the politicians have a real idea of what it's really like. That's what gets me.
Funding is on hold right now, awaiting further committee approval, which could happen in the fall. Families got the chance to learn the craft of flying kites today at a kite fest in Bellevue. Still ahead, despite less than ideal weather conditions, organizers still taught families how to make and fly their own kites.
And after a stormy Saturday, we'll wake up on your Sunday morning with some areas of fog and another very small rain chance for your Sunday afternoon. More details on that coming up in the Storm Team 5 forecast.
You're watching Local 5 News with Robin O'Genye.